Hi, I'm Kim. I'm going to talk a little bit about metaphors today. You might be with a client who's struggling with an anger problem, and you could possibly take a pen into the session, or there might be one on the desk, and you can say, look, you can choose to activate anger in a certain situation because it's going to get some need met, maybe for making sure that you have control over a situation. Or you're in another situation, maybe a job interview, or in the queue at the supermarket that's not too long. You choose to retract the pen. Choose to put anger out of your choices. Potentially a pencil with a rubber on the end. Actually, these are my favourite things. We do stuff in life, and sometimes we can rub them out and start again. Maybe we make a terrible recipe for dinner, and we think, I forgot to add the salt. And it's a bit like, it's only a recipe, it's only a dinner. Well, we can kind of do again next time, and it's not such a big deal. Add the salt, But again, social relationships, when we do something, we often can't just rub it out. It's done. So, ask the client, tell me 3 things that have happened in the last few weeks where you've done something, you've said something, you've acted on a certain emotion, and you can't rub it out. And what's been the effect of that? And again, what might you learn from that? The other one is, again, just reach for what's on your desk. So I often say to people, parents in particular, you know what? It's great to be able to have a metaphorical sticky tape in your life, because you know what? As a parent with children, you're gonna do things you wished you hadn't done, and we can do the repair. It's called rupture and repair. So there can be a tear in the relationship, and then we can repair it. And if you as the parent want some skills around that, I'm here. Counsellors can also step into the life coach role, and we can say to people, look, if you want advice at any time in our work together, let me know, and I'll take off my counsellor hat and I'll put on my life coach hat. But actually, people get a lot of advice around life and how to live it from friends, relatives, neighbours, colleagues. So I'll do my best not to step into advice giving unless you want it in particular. The other hat I've found very useful is you're with a client and they suddenly say, I've really been having thoughts that I don't want to live. I'd like to kill myself. I don't really want to go through this. It's too painful. And I'll say, look, I need to take off my counselling hat at the moment, and just for a few minutes, would you mind if I put on the hard hat? Now, I don't actually do this like I'm doing today, but I talk about it as a metaphor, and I'll say, could we spend a few minutes with me with my hard hat on, because this is a safety hat. I'm now moving into a safety conversation. And then I'll go through the normal risk assessment approach that is suitable for that age of client. I hope this has been helpful for you in your work.